What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. We are starting our story missions here in Spain. And before we move on, I actually want to change the time. Night hunting is fun, but it's not really productive to making a good video, so we are going to change the time here. Very good. So, we are going to hope for no crashes, though I am not very optimistic about having no crashes. And where is... Wow, something got really messed up here. Or not. Maybe I'm just tripping. But anyways, like I was saying, we're going to hope for no crashes, but I'm not going to remain too optimistic for it. It seems to be a recurring thing. But anyways, what we have to do is we have to check out our narrator's favorite spot, as she put it. And we'll go from there. I have played through this before, so it's not going to be new to me, though it's more of a refresher than anything else. But if you haven't seen the story missions, then this is a good thing for you. Alright, so I brought you guys back here just under 150 meters away, where the narrator usually kicks in. We'll see if she does or not. I don't remember when she likes to talk. Maybe it'll be closer to 100 meters. Every map's different. Man, this map is pretty too. All these orchards and fields of lavender and whatnot. I love this map. It's one of my favorite maps.
This is the start of the trail that leads to my own little patch of heaven on earth. You're nearly there.
And it does remind me a lot of Spain. If you missed the experimental experiments series, or experimental experience series, I was stationed in Spain for almost a year. And man, it was amazing. Just simply amazing. Let's see, you probably don't need the shotgun. I'm probably not going to get any European hair over here, if I remember this map correctly. Is she going to talk? I would have expected to hear something by now.
You have arrived.
There we go.
Is it not stunning? Recently, I've only come here to meditate. It is so ethereal and serene, even when the rain is falling. When I first invited you to visit, I assumed that I would be coming home to host you as a visitor, spending time here before traveling abroad once again. With my return being prompted by my mother's passing instead, my focus has been entirely on work, instead of enjoying the very places that bring me comfort. I am pleased that I was able to show you this. In a way, I got to experience it vicariously. Of course, it's also one of our best spots to go hunting. I've never gone on a hunt out there and returned home empty-handed. If you are able to pull yourself away from the tranquil beauty of the cove, there are many other wonderful sights for you to see. Senor Baden, our company for last night, appears to be enjoying his time here as well. He's a unique fellow, but quite charming in his own way. When I mentioned that I had hired you as a professional hunter, he seemed a little bothered. He then proceeded to inform me of some hunting accolades that he has received during his career as a hunter. Until recently, I'd put his candor down to the sangria, but he seems equally enthusiastic in his self-promotion, even with a clear head. Apparently, he has harvested a pair of ibex already. I think someone is trying to market themselves as a worthy competitor. I think it's time for you to remind me what you can do. I'd like for you to harvest an animal. Any animal. Once you're done, let me know, and I'll inform Senor Baden that he has a little competition. When I first returned to help run the reserve after my time away, these were the places I wanted to be. Places that reminded me of my mother. Just a short way down the cove, there is another splendid view. I recommend it.
Alright, well, we were supposed to harvest an animal, and we got one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was designed to be there. I usually find them up on the trail, but hey, whatever works, right? But anyways, yeah, I was stationed in Spain, in Rota, Spain, near Puerto de Santa Maria. And it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'd love to go back. Real sangria is great. And Spanish women, oh, yo. I mean, dang. Not to get crude or anything, but man, Spanish women are some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. And you gotta love the accent. I mean, you just have to love the accent. Anyways.
You're going to need to do enough hunting for both of us, it would seem. The administrative part of my role is something I am still getting used to. Sadly, it prevents me from spending any time on the reserve with you, or getting to know my neighbors. Cuatro Colinas is mostly composed of my family's estate, but includes several tracts of public land with public roads. Because I'm overseeing the reserve, I need to work with the local government to ensure that the public roads are kept safe. There is a stretch of road in particular that is extremely dangerous. It has a steep cliff on one side, and drivers need to slow right down or risk a perilous drop. Until recently, we had road signs warning approaching drivers of the danger. I mention this to you because these signs have suddenly disappeared, as if by magic, and I need you to replace them. I know that this would normally be a hunter's job, but I have asked the mayor to take care of it, and he told me that I have to wait a month for him to send a crew. I'd have my handyman Julio deal with it, but the poor old soul is laid up in bed with pneumonia. I was able to go into town and retrieve some replacements. Unfortunately, I was in a rush and had to attend a meeting, so I wasn't able to put them up.
Alright, so I'm a little confused here. Oops. Let's go to our mission log. So, okay, so this is the story mission that we're working on. Very good, very good. Let's see here. I'll bring you back when we get a little bit closer, or if I see a critter that needs to be shot. Alright, so we're pretty close to the signs, I'm guessing. And on the way over here, I did spot some tracks for Iberian mouflon. but unfortunately they weren't going in a direction that I wanted to go. They were going like down the hill back into that valley. And I didn't want to go chasing after them just to have to climb back up the hill. So, yeah, we didn't do that. We'll get some Mouflon eventually.
You're in the right spot. I left the signs so you'd be able to find them easily. Once you've retrieved the signs, there are poles about 30 meters from the bend in either direction. Attach the signs to the poles.
Okie dokie.
This isn't even the first time this has happened. I've heard of drunk people stealing traffic cones, but this must be something else. For now, though, we have something else to take care of. My neighbor Manuel is a goat herd who has been raising goats here for 25 years, and one of his goats has gone missing. Apparently, it is his favorite, Paloma. This might seem like a small concern, but he has assisted my family on many occasions. I want to repay his kindness. Manuel has told me of an isolated tree that Paloma uses to hide from the rain. Perhaps that's a good place to start your search. It stands on its own, so it should be easy to find.
Alright, so the area that we're in, I know for a fact is good for roe deer, as you just saw, and for wild boar. So we might pick us up some piggies on our way over to Paloma. And if that's the case, then great. If not, then oh well. Ah, look at that lavender field. I bet it, in real life, this has got to smell amazing. Ugh. I want to go back to Spain. I really do. But I know if I do, I'll end up getting a wife. Well, there's another female roe deer that we just took down. I wasn't going to get her, but she was coming back towards me, so I said, fine, if you want to die that much, then I guess I'll shoot you. So we'll go pick her up. Either way, it's good experience, it's good money. It'll help us get our rifle score up, which we need to get some other goodies. And maybe she'll come back a little bit bigger next time too, who knows. Yep, alright. 600 bucks. 100 experience. And 50 for the rifle score. That works for me. Alright, so we should be coming upon Paloma's favorite tree here shortly. We'll see what happened. What kind of tracks we got here? Another roe deer. I'm surprised I haven't seen more pig tracks.
You're getting close to the tree that Manuel mentioned. Can you see any sign of Paloma?
Nope, because there's a big bush in the way. And still no goat. But it looks like we have some tracks out there. Oh yeah, we definitely have tracks. Oh, what do we got here? Well, I found Paloma.
I will be sure to take a trip to visit Manuel this evening, so I can inform him in person. I will take some flowers. The body, it appears that she was killed and then abandoned. Surprising behavior for a predator. Are there any clues as to what did this?
Yeah, sure.
These prints were left by a wolf, but this is strange behavior. The wolves tend not to take prey from this part of the reserve, but maybe one got desperate. We ought to investigate this further and track down the creature that did this. It's essential that even if we don't catch it, we ensure that it hasn't lingered in the area, putting the other ghosts at risk. It does appear that the tracks are leading away from the pasture, though. With any luck, the wolf won't come back.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Disappearing road signs, wolves that kill but don't eat? These are not the sort of events I expected out here. At least, they never used to be. Since taking over responsibility for the reserve from my father while he gets better, I have started to realize just how much effort goes into maintaining Cuatro Colinas. Vista España are quite determined to have a meeting with my father, but he is in no position to negotiate a deal at the moment. I find myself too busy with the small tasks of running the reserve, making it impossible to deal with anything else. I had planned to take him to visit my mother's memorial today. A close family friend, Padre Abbas, has made a wreath and offered to go in our stead. I wonder if he got a chance to visit. He's a busy man too. He spends most of his free time exploring the reserve when he isn't stopping by to visit us at the Castillo. I don't know if he will get an opportunity to visit the memorial today, and I know that I won't get a chance for at least a week. She deserves better. I should be up there now, instead of meeting with lawyers and accountants. I know that bureaucracy is necessary to run a game reserve, but it all seems trivial when compared to taking care of my family. Even though she's gone, I still feel a sense of duty. I apologize. You don't need to hear this. I should get back to work.
Alright guys, well, I followed the tracks for a while, and the blood trail just disappeared, so that tells me that we did not get a vital shot on him, and that Piggy happened to heal himself, so there was no point in trying to chase him down. And instead I fast traveled over to where we need to be here, to check out the memorial to Mother. And that's going to be, looks like right on the top of that hill there. So we'll see what's going on with that. If I remember correctly, we have to take a picture of it and clean it up. And then I forget what comes after that. So we'll see here together what we got to do. Alright, we're here. Photograph the memorial to Doña Garcia. Okay.
You're at the memorial. You did not have to travel up there on my behalf, but I am very grateful for the picture. Padre made the trip after all, it seems. His wreaths are so beautiful, don't you think? He makes them from wild flowers that he finds on his travels. My mother used to make them too. She was such a wonderful person. She always tried to get the most out of every day. She never seemed to rest. It's a shame that you never met her. I think you two would have got on well. She loved walking those trails as much as anyone else I've ever met. My father used to joke that she only married him so she could spend her weekends in the woods. Since we lost her, I've been trying to keep it together here, but I honestly don't know if I'm doing enough. I thought that revitalizing the outpost would help, but we need more. Padre Abbas has been very kind to me, and I know that he trusts me to do what's right. His counsel has been invaluable. I want to thank him for his support. He's putting a book together, and I think we can help him with his work. I have told him how to get in touch with you. I take it as a personal favor if you helped him out. He doesn't ask for anything from me, but I want to pay him back. However, Padre Abbas is far from the only person who could use some assistance. The reserve's resident vet has some concerns following your discovery of the dead goat and the wolf tracks. If a wolf strays out of his usual territory and kills a goat but does not feed, it can be an indicator of rabies. It's a worst-case scenario, but we should consider it just in case. There are other potential reasons for this behavior. The thing is, this isn't the first time this has happened. It's not public knowledge, but I feel that now is the time to tell you. My mother's passing was... She was killed in a wolf attack. My father spent days afterwards trying to hunt down the wolf that did it, but ultimately there is no way of knowing. He returned home and hasn't hunted since. I won't let it happen again. We need to establish if this is an isolated case or if there's a wider problem that we must tackle. First things first, we need a sample from a wolf in its home range. If it turns out to have signs of rabies, we know that we have a problem. If not, then we can adjust our strategy and explore any alternative possibilities. You can still harvest it, but we need the brain, so that we can run some tests.
Alright, so what are we supposed to be doing then? So we got some side missions we can do. We got this one here, harvest a wolf, without damaging its brain, okay. This could be why we've seen strange behavior. Wow, where to find a wolf? I do believe they like to hang out over in this area. And I think they also hang out over here. So that does pose a problem for us. I don't remember if they hang out down here or not. Either way, I think we're going to come up over here and work our way south. And that'll be our next video, I think, because I don't think we're going to come across the wolves as soon as I would like. This is kind of a hell of a mission to do on camera at any rate. But we did accomplish quite a bit. We got ourselves a couple kills. We also did a few missions. And yeah. we're going to take it from here. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know how this story mission is going so far. Are you hooked on Spain? Do you want to see some more? And where should we go to next? That's another big question, is what reserve should we go to next? But yeah, good stuff, guys. As always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you next time.